Hello and welcome back to Gaming with Naakta. I know it's been a while since I last uploaded anything. It's been a pretty busy couple of months. I moved, I got this new office, I got married, so it's just been pretty busy, but I'm super excited to get back into the videos. And what better way to start than a first impression video of a game called Wargroove. So Wargroove is a turn-based tactical game similar to games like Final Fantasy Tactics, XCOM, Fire Emblem even though it's kind of the same genre of game, I wouldn't really say it's as expansive or as goes in depth as those games do. It doesn't have like an experience system or a loot system, so the customization of your characters isn't really there. But it does have a really cool critical hit system where every single unit has its own like specific thing that it needs to accomplish before it can obtain a critical hit. So that's a cool system, but anyway, I'll get into that more later. Wargroove offers a pretty lengthy campaign for solo play, as well as both local and online multiplayer. And for those of you who are interested in creating things in their games, they offer full map customization where you have access to all the different units, all the different terrain types, and you can pretty much just create your own map as well as your own campaign. So if that's something that you enjoy, this is a good game to flex those skills. When you launch the game, you're sent into the cinematic, which looks really good. You know, it's showing off some of the cool characters, the different factions, and I think it did a really good job of getting me excited. I just think it got me excited to play a game with better graphics and like really cool attack animations. When you do end up starting the campaign, you just have to go through a couple menus, you're immediately dropped into a level. The game actually has a really nice onboarding system which lasts the entire first act. Yep, so that's Sigrid. She doesn't like humans, she's part of the undead or blue faction, and she's real strong. You make your way through this castle, one-shotting all the little soldiers protecting their king.
Goodbye.
You make it to the king's room, you slap him around a little bit, and then we're introduced to the main character of the game. Wait for it. So I actually read it as Marika the first time, and it stuck in my head the whole time I was playing. Marcia doesn't take the news of her father's death very well, but she picks up her sword, gets ready to fight off the undead army coming to her kingdom, and onwards we go to the first mission. With the almighty Emmerich as our guide, we start to finally play the game and learn the smaller details of what makes Wargroove so special. Little numbers 1 through 9 will appear by each unit when they're damaged below 95%. A 6 means their health is around 60%, a 3 means their health is close to 30%, because really who needs exact numbers for a strategy game anyway? When you go to attack an enemy unit, a window will appear showing about how much damage you'll do to it. If there are 2 lines, the unit will survive and attack you back. If it's just the 1 line, you'll defeat the enemy before they can retaliate. As seen during that attack animation, each unit is actually a squadron. At every 25%, one of the 4 units will die, lowering the amount of damage this unit can do. A neat yet super frustrating part of this game. We learn early on that each unit has a condition that will guarantee a critical strike. Our first example is that a pikeman will crit as long as they're adjacent to another pikeman when they attack. The last turn of this level gives you a chance to demonstrate your understanding of the critical hit system. It also shows just how important every single move you make is. I can only assume that each mission has an optimal order of moves that will allow you to get 3 stars, even on the highest difficulty. After the first mission was over, I wanted to dig around the menus for a little bit, kind of see what they had available. Difficulty can be changed at any time as long as you're outside of a mission. My advice for the difficulty is to play this game on medium or easy, and here's why. At medium difficulty, the only achievement you're unable to get is the Super Strategist for 90 gamer points. If you play on easy, you're unable to get Super Strategist and Twinkling Tactician for 100 gamer points. Considering both of these are achievements, that have less than 0.1% completion, I think you should just play a difficulty that you enjoy and get through as much as you want. If you end up loving the game and you want to get these achievements, you can always replay the levels after you understand the game a little better. You can also turn off the attack sequences to make missions go a bit faster. I don't think they bring very much to the table personally, and for relevant intel, all you need is what's shown after each little battle anyway. I kept them on because I wanted to see the different units, but often found myself wishing I had turned them off. Also, in the advanced settings, you can change the health display from the little badges to health bars. In Mission 2, we meet our first enemy commander. Her name is Ragna. She's a little crazy, but we love some crazy, right? While playing this mission, we learn about ranged units, villages, income, and barracks. Ranged units can, you guessed it, attack from range, and they have their own critical conditions. The archer, for example, will get a crit if they don't move or travel before they attack. Each village you control will give you some income at the beginning of each turn. Any of the villages on the map can become yours or the enemy's, so that means they can be attacked, destroyed, and claimed by anyone playing that mission. With this being the case, you have to be prepared to protect yours. At any time during your turn, you can use the barracks to train a unit in exchange for some currency gained through your income. This unit will be yours to move and play with on the next turn. I ended this level with a C rank and only 1 star because honestly guys, I'm really good at these games. In Mission 3, we learn a lot of new features in this game. So we learn about other commanders, we learn about reinforcing units, strengths and weaknesses, winning conditions, checking enemy movement range, and the different terrain types that are available. In hopes of keeping this video at a watchable length, we're going to speed through these. Commanders are single units who deal more damage than regular units. They regain 5% of their health every turn, and they have special moves called grooves. If your commander is defeated or you defeat the enemy commander, the mission is over. For reinforcing units, if you move a unit next to a village, you're allowed to reinforce/heal them for both income and health from the village. Think blood magic. As for strengths and weaknesses, as I'm sure you guessed, each unit has strengths and weaknesses against other types of units. If you want to see just how far enemy units can travel on their turn, you can hold A on top of them and see a little black grid of how far they can move and attack. Different terrains give different units extra armor and damage mitigation. For example, a unit on a mountain has +3 armor, and a unit in the forest has +2 armor. Different terrains cost more movement points to travel over. Mountains take 3 movement points just to move on. For this mission, I ended up meeting Ragna in the forest and defeating her relatively early and easily.
It's just you and me now! This isn't fair!
Alright, we are on to mission 4. It's the final mission of this act, and this one actually has a new winning condition. In order to beat this mission, you have to escort civilians and Mercia out of the kingdom. This is also the mission where we finally get to start playing with grooves. So they're the special attacks of all the commanders in the game, and I was super excited to see what a special attack would look like, but Mercia has a heal, so that was a little disappointing. To beat this mission, I had units close off the 2 spawn points and attack anyone that spawned. I used 2 wagons to transport civilians and ultimately Mercia. After this mission is over, we see 2 cutscenes and are introduced to another faction.
Huh? Let's go.
Fresh prey.
And that's actually all that I played of this game. I'm actually really bad at this type of game, so I just, finished the first world, got a feel for the game, kind of an understanding of some of the mechanics, and wanted to make this video for you guys. The 16-bit animation just really isn't for everyone, and the attack animations especially kind of just left me underwhelmed. I would, however, really suggest this game for people who like the genre, because it really is worth checking out. I really enjoyed making this first impression video. Even though the game wasn't really for me, that's okay. I'll be making more of these with the games that are newly added to the Xbox Gamepass every week. But last week, 4 or 5 were released at the same time, so when that happens, I'll either have to choose 1 or 2 myself, or, you guys could help me by commenting on my videos, or even reaching out to me on social media. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, hopefully you found it useful. Thanks for watching, and until next time, have a good rest of your day.